From the ice to Broadway, Elvis is in the building. Elvis Stojko, everybody, two-time Olympic champ. So good to finally have you here. It's funny, I said, I feel like we were talking in the makeup room. I think all of us feel the same. We really feel like we know you because you're such a good guy. You're such a good role model. You're a champion at everything you tackle. You're living in Mexico. You recently came back from Sochi helping the dogs there that were stray dogs. And now you're busy training for Broadway.
Yep.
How does one prepare for this? We know you've got the singing chops. If people at home don't know, you've always had the voice and the training. But to take it from the ice to the stage is a different thing. In Chicago, the longest running play ever.
Yeah.
Tell us about your role and how this happened, how it came to be.
Well, there's a gentleman by the name of Steve Disson who does a few of the skating shows in the States for television, and he knows a producer of Chicago. And they've had different actors come in and play the position of Billy Flynn, the character of Billy Flynn. Billy Zane's played it.
Richard Gere on film.
Yeah, Billy Ray Cyrus. So so he spoke with Steve Disson and said, we're looking for maybe a skater. Do you have a skater that might be able to do it? And he said, well, Elvis has been on stage with Grease before. He's got a background. I think he'd be great. So I did a small audition tape back in the summer. And I sent it in, and they said, no, we can work with this. This is great. You know, and I told them, I said, by no means am I a professional, but you know, performance is performance, and you know, just to enhance the quality of my singing, I've been working obviously with the music director and you know, with the acting and all of that, and the choreography. It's putting it all together. It's not an easy thing, but it's yeah, I was of course nervous and stressed, but it was a challenge that I wanted to take on, that I knew that I could do, and that I could not just do it, but do it well. Do it well, otherwise you wouldn't do it. And you really are a lover of every kind of musical. Being a fan first, do you put more pressure on yourself, or does it make it that much more amazing, a dream come true for you? Broadway, Elvis. I know there's the balance going on, because I'm excited to be there, but then I'm also, there's a certain level that I want to be at, and you know, being around working with these amazing actors, amazing singers, dancers. It's, you know, because of skating, I've been at that high level. I want myself to be at that high level too. But being around them, you just absorb their in a way, almost their abilities, and take in and absorb everything that's around. And I've learned so much. That was a big thing for me, is I love the process and the studying of it, and understanding, and the challenge. And it's been amazing. Are you going to be pulling any quadruple, triple moves on that stage just to add your own flair? Actually, the choreographer was asking, Elvis, do you want to do something skating-like on stage? And I said, you know what? Actually, I don't. I want to separate it completely. Because people even thought on Twitter when I was tweeting it, they were saying, oh, on ice? I'm like, no. This is like the real deal. It's not ice. It's on stage. And so I said I wanted to have the choreography that you set up. I want to do it exactly the way you want me to do it. I want to play the character that way. I want to separate myself from the skating Elvis. I want to be that side of myself so people can see the difference. So in rehearsals, we know you start on Broadway on Monday, and then you actually have some dates in Toronto shortly following that. But before we give out that info, when you're on that stage and you belted it out for the first time to the seats, what did that feel like? Oh, it feels great. I didn't even have a mic on, and when I was there's a note that's in the gun song. We both reach for the gun, and at the end it's this uncharacteristic, really long note. It's actually kind of funny, and I have to hold it. It was something I had to do in the audition, and I was belting it out, and it was like, oh, this is awesome. I'm like, and you realize where you are. It's an older theater, but it's got so much character and energy, and just to be there, every day I'm imagining what it's going to be like filled with people. And yesterday I had a chance to work with the rest of the cast all together, because I've been learning in sections, and to have them there, and I belted out that note, and they were all clapping and stuff, and I was like, okay, I'm doing good. I'm all right. I'm okay. There's no doubt about it. We cannot wait to see you do your thing. As we mentioned, Chicago playing at the Princess of Wales Theatre. That's 300 King Street West in Toronto. See him from March 26th to the 30th. It's only 4
days worth of shows. So get it while it's hot. Mervish.com for tickets, and follow you on Twitter at @TheRealEStojko. Thank you so much for being here to sit with us. We wish you the best of luck. We know you're going to knock them dead out there.
Thank you.
It reminds me of when you described it. Remember the Bugs Bunny thing where it's like you got to hold a note?
Yeah.
That thing. He's going to tear the house down. We'll see you soon. We hope, Elvis.